That's what I might buy.
Hey guys, we're gonna say good morning, even though it's good afternoon, but y'all know the drill. See, my mic just went out.
No, he
Oh,
said,
okay.
Yeah, he turned it off. So, yeah. That's what producers are for.
Good morning. We are
The Morning Takeover.
I'm your girl, Shanice W.
I'm A-Mac. I don't know how to act. Hey, this is Ellis Dean.
We are going to give you all the latest in entertainment news, politics, and sports. We are on every Monday through Friday at 10:15 on The Real 1100. Let's talk. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, how y'all doing?
It's myself and Ellis Dean in the studio, and we have A-Mac on the telephone. Oh man, guys, I have so much to talk about today in entertainment news. Like my head kind of hurts, but at least I got the mimosas to make it a little bit better.
We're good.
We're good.
We're gonna make it happen.
All right, guys, I'm excited about this. Don't ask me why I'm so excited, but I'm excited. Meek Mill is gonna be free.
Hey,
Free Meek Mill. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I haven't been like a huge Meek Mill fan or anything, but like I knew they did him wrong, and I knew like with the judge and
the CEO, the corrections officer,
and I hate to
asking
see
them for money. You got the judge trying to.
Right. I hate to see my brothers go through some BS, and that's what I feel like Meek Mill went through. And but what happened was we got a list of people that are dirty cops. And one of the cops is the one that testified in Meek Mill's case in 2008. He's a corrupt cop.
Yep.
He testified. Now we can't believe anything he said in Meek's case and any other case. So his lawyers are going to draw a motion to dismiss. And the DA is actually not going to fight it. Like, he's like, I agree. So it's just a matter of time before Meek Mill gets out.
Yeah, the cop was on it's on a do not call list, and so that list was cops that DAs are like, don't call him to be a witness because he'll mess up your case.
Wow,
and that's how
I didn't
corrupt
know that
he was.
part.
Yeah, so he was on that list. They were like, hey, wait a minute, and he was the only witness in the
2008
original case.
in
Like,
Meek's original case.
A dirty cop is your only witness.
There are dirty cops out there, and it really gets on my nerve.
Who you telling?
In Cincinnati, I have a couple uncles that are police officers, and a dirty cop killed one of my uncles, which was a police officer.
Wow.
It's real. It's real. So, yeah, it looks like Meek's going to be getting out. We don't have a date.
Before I even got my T-shirt, I was going to wear my Free Meek Mill T-shirt.
Well, we can still wear them.
I can't wear my T-shirt now. Hey.
We can still wear them because right now he's still incarcerated.
No, he getting out. I'm getting out.
We do need to have a parade, a Meek Mill parade.
Meek Mill party. Come on down to party with us, Meek Mill.
With the morning takeover. Come party.
I think we had something to do with getting him out because we kept bringing up that story.
Right. Meek Mill, the morning takeover is why you're getting out.
We got you out. We got you out, Meek Mill.
No, but I'm so excited. I know Jay-Z's excited. I mean, everybody's excited. And I just hate that they really did him wrong. And that cop, what's going to happen to that cop now? Like, they need to, I don't know what they're going to do.
Wait.
Jail.
What has happened to any cop that's been known to be corrupt?
Yeah, because the cops who killed my uncle,
absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
they're not going to do not one thing. They're just not going to call him to testify. He's still going to work.
Wow.
He'll go work at the mall.
He'll work at the mall?
You know, because you know what?
Security.
Because, you used to say, well, he had to kill somebody to lose their job. Cops even kill people and they don't lose their job.
The cops who killed my uncle, which was another cop, they were still there.
Right.
And they set the whole thing up.
They don't go to jail for nothing.
They don't. No. And I wish he would.
How many people they're going to have to let out?
Real.
Yeah, they're reviewing a lot of cases now. And if the guy was the only witness, it's going to be some other people that's probably getting out.
Some lawsuits, too.
Lawsuits, everything. Exactly. I would be suing the city. I ain't even gonna lie.
We don't want that to happen.
So Meek Mill, we can't wait to welcome you home. All right, guys. Toni Braxton. Love her. You love her? Elvis?
You know what?
Do you love her? You got this face going
Here's
on.
a quick story. So years ago, I worked in marketing, and we were doing a pitch to Toni Braxton. I forget, it was for some show or whatever. And So I wore like some chambray pants. And I was like
Some what pants?
like chambray pants. And I had like a blue blazer.
Ellis
on,
was ready.
I went in and she commented on my outfit and she was like, "Yeah, you look really cute." And
So
I was
you
like,
felt good.
"Oh,
Then.
what?
You was like,
What?
Tony
I'm about to
Braxton.
put some words on Tony Braxton."
Ellis was dancing like Tony Braxton just said, "I look good."
What? Because my partners were there. They had the traditional business suit on. I was like, "Man, this is entertainment."
Ellis showed up to represent that day. That's
I'm
too
about to
funny.
put some words on Tony
You
Braxton.
got a picture of that outfit? You have a picture? I would love to see a picture. Put it on
I was
the internet.
clean. I was clean that day. I had a bow tie on and everything.
I was like, I'm ready. Too funny,
Tony
funny.
Braxton?
Well, Tony, she's going through a little bit of legal stuff with money again. She owes $750,000 in back taxes. And
Did she learn before about the taxes?
So guys, she filed bankruptcy in 1998 and she filed bankruptcy in 2010.
And will again in 2018.
And it looks like it's coming again. Right now, there are 4 liens filed against her. 2 in California, 2 with the federal government. Now, she did, I don't know if you guys saw her movie on Lifetime. It was good. Like, it really was. And you know, Lifetime, when they be trying to do biopics, is hit or miss. So, that movie showed how she was taken advantage of with her first record deal. And this is what she's saying. She said that first time, it wasn't her fault. She blames that bankruptcy on a bad record deal. And when I saw the movie, I was like, okay, I could definitely see that. Like, because I mean, they
But
kept
didn't
saying,
Oprah tell her to sign her own checks? Oprah gave her the advice: sign your own checks, baby girl.
I didn't know about that. Yeah. But like in the movie, they kept giving her all this stuff like, oh, this new car is free. Oh, this is free. Oh, this is free. Oh, you do this for free. And she kept saying, oh my gosh, she was so excited that she got all this free stuff. But then when she got her first check, it was like way lower than what it was supposed to be. And she's like, hey, what's going on? And they were like, oh, we took out this for this, this for this, this, all that stuff. Yeah, so nothing is ever free. Yep. So
it's like being at a restaurant. You order all the food you want to.
Right.
That bill coming.
Right.
Or if someone gives you a card, you still have to pay taxes on
Exactly.
it.
Right.
Exactly.
Like all of those cards you see weighing on, when Oprah gave all the people them cards away, in order to take them home, they had to pay the taxes.
I know somebody that won one of those cars.
I want to win one of those cars.
It was crazy.
Well, I got a free Mercedes right now.
I know it sounds like I know some of everybody, but
right.
like,
it's okay.
But it's like it was a crazy story. So somebody from my hometown had tickets to that show. They didn't know that she was gonna give away the cars. She couldn't go on the show, so she gave it to a friend of mine. And so they went up for the show. They get the car. She won the car. But she sold.
What kind of car was it?
It was like a Buick Skyline.
It's free.
But you had to pay taxes on it. It was a nice car. But they had to pay taxes on it, and you had to report it.
So Oprah wasn't giving out.
So she sold the car. She sold the car, and that was it. You know.
So Oprah wasn't giving out Mercedes, is what y'all saying, or BMWs.
Those are sponsored cars.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad.
You got a show like that, everything's sponsored.
But I just want to know. Okay. What was you about to say, A-Mac?
I was saying that she couldn't give out something so big because too many people wouldn't be able to afford the taxes on it.
Right.
I will say it was a brand new car that year. It wasn't like it hadn't even been released yet.
Right.
Wow, that's amazing. Though I love Oprah, and I love Oprah. I'm good with that. I was just,
you're not like Donald Trump. You're not like Donald Trump.
Hey, Mac, he's talking to you.
Donald Trump said Oprah's scared of him.
Oh, Lord, yeah, I talked about that.
He wished Oprah run against him.
Right. He was like, he knows her weakness.
I wish Oprah would run against me.
Oh, Trump is so delirious. But let me ask you this, guys. How do these celebs make all this money and but then they're broke? Like I would think Toni Braxton could cover a $750,000, tax, like just pay it.
You would think. And so you got somebody like that Toni Braxton that you've seen in the spotlight has had hit records and #1 records, and you think she's got money.
She got $1 million.
But then you got somebody like Akon that can spend $55,000 a month on a clothing line. Like, how did Akon got money and Toni Braxton ain't got money?
Akon.
Because she don't know how to use money.
Well, can Birdman help her out?
I was about to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth. Birdman, take some of Lil Wayne money you stole again.
That $51 million. That'll cover some of her bills. We are so, oh my God, we are so messy for
I'm
that.
throwing shade. I'm about to put my shades on. We throwing shade
We
all
throwing
day
all
today.
kind of shade this morning.
You just have to have somebody who's going to educate you on money. So you got a lot of folks that's out there trying to become celebrities and trying to be artists, and they don't even understand.
Ellis got on the shades because we throwing shade.
You going to hire your cousin Boo-Boo to handle your books.
When I get rich and famous, I'm hiring family members to take care of my stuff. Look.
Exactly. Your cousin
Family members? No.
You don't get no check.
No, I'm getting brand new. I'm gonna have tags put on me. I'm gonna be so brand new.
Lord Jesus. All right, guys, let me go to a more serious topic.
Okay.
Gabrielle Union, I don't know if many know this, but like back in the day before she was discovered, she worked part-time at Payless. Yes, at Payless. I was surprised too.
Everybody had a mall job. You ain't had a mall job. You know what it is.
I worked at the Gap at the mall back in the day.
Foot Locker, the Gap, Payless.
So she was at, but that's not the story. So she worked at Payless, and back then, while she was working at Payless, she was sexually assaulted. Well, she was raped, actually, not just sexually assaulted. Wow. You know, it's a difference. She was raped, and she feels that writing is very therapeutic. Like, that's what's helped her, you know, be able to deal with the situation, because she still deals with it, and it's how many years later? You know, you don't, that's something that never leaves. Like, if you've been raped or sexually assaulted, like, it's real. So, she finds writing therapeutic. Ellis even knows about her new book. What's the name of it?
Well, the book she wrote last year, she dropped it last year, was called We're Gonna Need More Wine.
I love that title.
And it's a great title. And she talks, she spills the tea on everything. She talks about her miscarriages. She talks about the negotiation with Dwayne Wade when they were doing
prenup.
When they were doing the prenup, and she was like, basically, she talked about it on interviews when she was promoting the book, and she was basically like, here it is, because at first she was like, we don't need a prenup, and they were both like supposed to be all amicable, and he was like, no, we just need to go and get one, just make it easy, right? So they thought it was gonna be easy, and then next thing you know, here come his attorney's like, oh no, you only need to get this, and they're like, wait, and she was like, wait. So they said, come back with a number. She came back with a number. They're like, no, your number's too high.
And it's sad because you hate to already think about splitting before you get married, but in today's world, it happens so much, especially in Hollywood. Protect your assets. I totally get it. So, anyway, yeah, I was sad to hear, though, that Gabrielle had experienced that, though. Like, really.
The struggle's real. The struggle's real.
Yeah, definitely. My next topic is Nick Cannon. All right, guys.
Boom.
Nick feels a certain way about Ike Turner's music. I can't even get it out.
Get it out, please. I'm shut up.
Okay, he feels a certain way about Ike Turner's musical legacy. He said the man passed away being a villain. He feels like, you know, we all look at him as being a villain because of the movie. What's Love Got to Do with him and Tina Turner?
Got to do.
Oh Lord, he's trying to get a record deal today, Alice. But he said, you know, we don't give him credit for being one of the pioneers of rock and roll and being the person who discovered Tina Turner. He said, I never got to tell his story, and he just feels it's wrong. And he says, what
story was he going to tell?
He says, all we do is think of Ike Turner as this womanizing, woman-beating, you know, man. Okay. And he never got to tell his story, and we don't give him props for being, like he said, a pioneer, you know, in rock and roll. And Nick said, okay, check this out. He also has felt that way too. Like, he hasn't got to tell his stories from different relationships, and that they're real one-sided. So he sympathizes with Ike Turner.
Ike Turner. That's the dude. That's the dude you're gonna sympathize with.
I can understand that. He's gonna sympathize with him.
You beat women. That's all I need to know. Like, I don't. Yeah, you were a pioneer in rock and roll. I get it. You know, discovered Tina Turner.
Pioneer.
I get it. But when you put your hands on a woman, from that point out, you're womanizing.
Let me ask both of y'all one question.
Yes.
Was Tina Turner's career better or worse after she left Ike?
Better.
But
he's a pioneer. Okay.
I love though in the court case when they were like trying to divide the money, and she was like, I don't want nothing from him. I just want to be able to keep my name.
She want to keep her name.
Tina Turner. Yeah. She was like, he can have all that. I want to keep my name. And that's a hell of a woman.
Did Ike Turner make more music, and was he a hit after?
No, I don't know.
So I mean, what was he pioneering? What was he pioneering?
Hey guys, we're gonna go to commercial, but we're gonna come right back talking about Ike Turner.
For real, like if you good, be good. Like if you good, you can be good without Tina Turner. Okay, don't tell me about no Ike Turner.
You mad?
I'm mad. Yeah, I'm mad.
In Atlanta, like your vehicle, your HVAC systems require regular
Jesse,
maintenance.
this for you.
Not permanent. You risk dealing with the discomfort and hassle of a broken heater at the coldest time of year. Following our tips to ensure your heating systems will be running efficiently while saving money on your energy bill. Set your thermostat and leave it. Change filters regularly. Ensure you have professionally inspected your system.
He gets no props because I'm like,
safety.
if you were a pioneer, if you were so good, you would have been good without Tina Turner. You could make somebody else. You could create another Tina Turner.
You're right.
But he came back begging, come on back. Why? Because he knew he needed her. She didn't need him. She made plenty of his movies, all kinds of stuff. I don't want to hear all about that. She was a talent.
Y'all see, I was mad.
I was doing it. I been fuck Ike Turner.
Are you gonna bring this back from the commercial or
Look. Hey, we're back and we're listening to the Morning Takeover right here on the Real 1100, and we're on iHeartRadio. We're all over the place. We're
everywhere.
We were talking about old stupid Ike Turner before the break.
I just want to let y'all know Ellis started cussing when we were at commercial because he really is not feeling this.
I'm feeling some kind of way about Ike. But first of all, about Nick Cannon talking about we besmirching the legacy. Like, what legacy? He had one person. You found a star.
I give you credit for finding Tina Turner, but yeah, I mean, all I remember him as, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm a woman, and so all I see him as is a womanizing, woman-beaten person. Like, I'm sorry, anything great that you've done.
He was a musical pimp.
And I could be wrong. You know, guys, let me know what you think. I could be wrong, but when I think of him, I just think about him beating women. And the movie, we all saw it, What's Love Got to Do With It? And it was a good movie. You know, it showed a lot. I get that, you know, he hasn't had a chance to tell his story, but I don't really feel like I need to hear his story because you put your hands on women.
And you say, I went back and I Googled trying to find an Ike Turner song.
Right.
So what about Tina, since she's such a pioneer?
Right.
Yeah, the only thing that I recognize is Love Gravy. That's
the AMAC say Love Gravy.
Hey, not to be confused with Love Biscuit. And you sucked up the Love Biscuit with the Love Gravy.
So AMAC, you Googled it. You can't find nothing to have to do with just him. It says
Love Gravy. That's what you came up with.
Love Gravy. Lord Jesus.
Gravy was the thing, boo.
Nick Cannon, what exactly do you want us to? How do you want us to feel about Ike Turner? I don't get it. Like, I mean,
him and Rick James.
Him and Rick James. I mean, I'm sorry, Nick Cannon. I'ma still feel the same way I do about Ike Turner. I mean, it is what it is. I don't care about his legacy. Am I wrong? Am I wrong to not care about his legacy?
Give me some turkey and your love gravy.
Lord, y'all got it up there thinking about Thanksgiving. Okay. Next topic is Evelyn Lozado. And you know, I love her though, because she's like turn up queen. She don't care. She'll turn up no matter what. I love Evelyn. She got that turn up personality. She don't care. She will hop over a table and be your friend. I love Evelyn. She reminds me of myself.
Yeah, she's a good one.
I'll go off. I ain't no gold digger though, but.
All
right, guys. So Evelyn Lozado and Shawnee, Shaquille O'Neal's ex-wife, they were on the Red Pill podcast, right? I haven't heard of that podcast, but I'm gonna definitely check it out now. They were both asked, which ex would you call to save your life? Okay, so Shawnee, of course, says Shaquille O'Neal. They've always had a good relationship. Well, that's what we see ever since their divorce. So, but Evelyn actually surprised everybody when she said she would call Ocho Cinco. Because we know that they went through, you know, some domestic violence stuff and everything else. In 2012, they were married, but the marriage only lasted for a month because of the domestic violence. Right. So I'm surprised that she would call Ocho Cinco. Like, that would be the person. She said she would not call Carl. She said even though, you know, she feels like Carl has her back, you know, that's who she was engaged to and who she had the baby by, you know. But, like, yeah, she said Ocho Cinco. What do y'all think about that?
I think that I would too. She knows that he can bail her out. And she knows that he could probably kick anybody's behind. If you're gonna pick one, pick the strongest one.
I'm from Cincinnati, and Ocho Cinco played for the Bengals, so I always loved them. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what? Here's the thing. I think the domestic violence situation, notwithstanding, he comes across as a nice guy, and I don't know the situation about what happened. I do know he did put his hands on her, and by her rights, hey, look, that was a deal breaker, and I'm not mad at her for ending that marriage at all. That was a deal breaker. Put his hands on her for whatever reason. You shouldn't have done it. She had to go. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, she knew that he was a good guy.
I mean, apparently, because
so she was like, "Hey, wait a minute."
She trusted enough to where he's the one she would call.
She called. Her life was in danger, so she knew he'd show up.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
That's the name you call. I need somebody that's gonna show up.
I do have some exes, and there is one that I would call. Like, we're not together. It wasn't the nicest breakup, but like I know that if I needed to call him for anything, he would be there. So I feel her. Guys, I gotta.
After that, what comes with calling them?
Oh, I don't know. Hopefully he would just be there for her and keep it moving. I don't know the aftermath. I have no idea. But we got to get on to Snapchat. I'm not on Snapchat. Well, I have it downloaded on my phone, but I haven't used it. And I'm going to start using it. But anyway, Snapchat, I didn't even know they had scenarios. But anyway, on Snapchat, they did something called Would You Rather. And they're in a little bit of hot water now because the question that they asked is, would you rather slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown? Making fun of their 2009 incident.
Let that sink
That's
in.
horrible.
Let that sink in right quick. Let that sink in right quick.
Would you rather slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown? How did Snapchat, really?
Right. And they moonwalking now.
Oh, they're moonwalking. This is what they said. They said, everything we do is reviewed and approved.
Exactly, and it got approved.
And then they said,
in the approval meeting, said this is a good idea.
So guess what happened? So they said,
head rolling.
They said they review and approve, and they said what happened was the approving was an error.
Well, what had happened was we approved it as a mistake.
Moonwalking, right?
Oh, they moonwalking in line at the same time.
Why would you do that and make fun of a 2009 case?
They thought it was enough time had passed,
and they thought it was funny. No, look, that 2009 situation will never be funny. Like, that's never funny. So yeah, they had to kind of apologize. They apologized to BBC News.
The Earth. They need to apologize to the Earth.
Right. And so
everyone on Snapchat, everyone on the Earth.
They are backsliding. All right.
You know who else needs to backslide real quick? Another stupid thing a decision that got made. I don't know if y'all seen this meme going on right now. It is they made a child's bib that says my grandma is a thought.
That has not.
That's just savage. Like, that's just.
My
grandmother is a thought.
Is a thought.
You know, I'm so sick of people. I'm so sick of people.
And they selling that in stores. Like, they printed that up.
Taking out of Walmart.
Yes, and they selling it in Walmart.
I'm so sick of people. I swear, I'm so sick of people. Doing all this news has taken years off my life because I be like so over it. What in the world?
I can't with some people. My grandmother's a thought. I can't with some people sometimes.
If that were not, then there's no market for it. But
you know what? I applaud the comedian because I saw it in terms of like a comedian. He was talking about it, and he was funny. But I applaud him because this video is about to go viral because it's being shared and shared and shared. This video is about to go viral, but it's so stupid. Like. That's why you need diversity companies, because somebody black should have been like, oh, no, that's not going to work.
But that's crazy. My grandma, is an 80-year-old woman that's on an usher board, and she's on a choir. Like, that's how I want to think about grandmas. But my grandma will turn up, though, go off on somebody.
They're the same age as
I'd have met 40-year-old grandma.
Yeah, I have some friends.
Be in the club. Ooh, I got to get my grandchild. Come on.
I have actually some friends that are my age that do have grandchildren. My best friend growing up, Angela Thomas, yeah, she's a grandmother.
Oh, you just called that. Oh, damn, you just threw that on the bus.
That's my girl. That's my best friend.
Angela, did you just feel that bus over you?
That was good. My girl, Angela Thomas, best friend growing up, yeah, she's a grandmother. So grandmothers are younger and younger these days.
Exactly.
Like,
that's why they coming up in stops.
No, but she's no God. She's no God.
I got grandbabies.
For real.
But yeah, it was a reality check.
At some point.
It was a reality check for me, like when I had to think about how old I was, and I was like, because I
You
see
ain't that
people
old.
my age having.
You ain't that old.
I
You
am.
ain't that old. No, you're not.
I'm
no,
not.
You're not. No, you're not. You should not be a grandmother at 40. Ever in
How
life.
you know I'm 40? I'm 35.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. I just threw it out. I just picked a number out the hat.
I ain't talking bad about 40-year-old grandma.
But I'm saying,
Real.
I'm not talking bad about it, but you shouldn't be a grandmama at 40. Should not.
Well, but no,
Your
because if
body
you're
does.
20, and then if you have a kid, and then at 20 they have a kid, you're a 40-year-old grandmother. That's not bad. 20 and 20, that's not bad. You have a kid at 20, then they have one at 20. Now you're a 40-year-old grandmother. It's not that bad.
I stand corrected.
Okay, so guys, let me move to the next topic, which is 21 Savage. All right, guys. 21 Savage.
21
Savage has
He got like a bunch of
he has a new campaign.
In my bank account.
So, 21 Savage announces his 21 Savage bank account campaign. He wants to help kids and let them know about, financial literacy. Like, he wants to let them know how to spend their money. And he is giving 21 kids $1,000. And they are going to get tutorials and everything on how to spend money, how to spend their money. So,
from 21 Savage.
He actually
From the dudes whose lyrics
announced
said,
it
I got 1, 2, 3,
on
4,
Ellen.
5, 6, 7.
So he announced it on Ellen, and I mean, it's good. Like, he's actually even said that he's going to change his way of spending his money. He's not going to buy any more jewelry or wear jewelry. I doubt that. But he said he's not going to buy any more jewelry, and he's not going to wear any. He's going to invest that money in real estate and businesses. Go ahead, give it to me. What y'all think?
Oh, okay. You know what?
Go ahead, give it to me.
I'm torn on this. Please, Mike, take it.
All right, so he's got $21,000.
We got 3 minutes. Come on.
He wants to put in.
Right.
$1,000 to each child.
Hold on. To help kids get bankable. You don't need $1,000 a kid. You can do so much more. You can give $100 to each child to teach them how about money.
Okay.
And that's more than 21 children.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So your reach could be a whole lot.
He's creating a theme, Mac. You don't notice the theme? 21 kids, 21,000, 21 Savage?
I get it.
Right. It's a gimmick. Like,
he could have announced it like that. I got $21,000. I help a whole lot more children than 21 kids.
I want to know if we're really going to see him not wearing any more jewelry.
I can guarantee you he spent more than $21,000 on one of them necklaces he's wearing.
But let's see if he...
Look,
I'm going to be glued to, all the paparazzi sites, everything, to see if I see him with any jewelry on. And if I do, I'm going to report it.
I'm torn about 21 Savage because his music is ridiculous and reductionist, and it speaks
What's
to
up with rappers? They look weird these days,
to the
too.
base of our culture. But then he does stuff like a couple of years ago, he donated books to schools, and then he's doing this thing trying to do some good. So like, I don't know which 21 Savage is going to be. Is he going to be the one with bad lyrics and speaking to stereotypical things, or is he going to be the dude who's trying to do good in the hood, or can he be both?
Can I just say that the rappers these days, to me, they look different than the rappers when we were growing up. We had like Tupac and Biggie and stuff. 21 Savage, have you seen his latest picture? It's like a cross right here on his, and he just
Anybody got a tattoo on their face? We got to have a conversation.
Like,
Everybody got a tattoo on their face.
He looks odd to me.
Like, I don't want to work ever again in life.
He got tattoos up to here, then he got the cross here, and it's just, I don't know. Like, our rappers didn't look like that, like, back in the day.
Yeah.
Tupac had thug life. That was it.
Look like that.
I need to talk to 21 Savage. Can we get him? I want to get him in the studio.
All right, guys, we got 60 seconds left, so let's go ahead and give our social media. I am Shanisa W on Instagram, Shanisa Whitehead on Facebook.
Hey, Mac, holla at us.
Hey, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, and all of that is AYETHISISMACA. This is Mac.
And I'm your boy, Silly Thoughts. It's SILLE Thoughts on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And make sure you follow the show. We are the Morning Takeover Atlanta on YouTube, and we're on Instagram, and we also have a LinkedIn page and Facebook.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will see you in a couple days.
Bye.
Peace.
Guys, I'm excited. I was able to get all my topics out, and I didn't think I would. Because we could have talked about any of those for like much longer, right? Are you responding to people?
Mm-hmm.
What are they saying?
One person, I don't even know who 21 Savage is. Googling.
21 Savage.
Now.
His girlfriend is Amber Rose. That's all I can really say.
Man, popular. I mean,
it was rumors that they broke up last week, but Amber Rose took to social media to say, no, that's still my man.
she likes some skinny, thugged out rappers.
Is it just
she married,
me?
what's his name? Wiz Khalifa.
Is it just me, or like, I don't know, rappers when we were younger, I don't know, like they didn't look as weird as rappers these days.
They're all weird now.
Like I was looking at pictures of 21 Savage when I was getting all this together, and I was like, I mean, the cross. Look, I got a cousin that got a cross over here, so I can't talk too much. But yeah, like
you can talk. I mean, you can have an opinion just because you
right.
got family with tattoos on their face doesn't mean you don't have an opinion.
You got a cross. I
was
like, are you in a gang or what's up?
It's silly. And I have 2 tattoos, so don't get me wrong. Anybody on. So
I don't have any tattoos, but I don't mind
I got
them.
multiple tattoos, so there's nothing wrong with tattoos, but they got to be in
the only
some
reason
places
why
you just saying, I'm giving up.
the only reason why I don't have like, you know, tattoos anywhere, like I wasn't allowed to when I was younger. Then when I was of age, like I didn't want one. So no, I take that back. I wanted one, but I was scared. Like I don't like pain, so yeah, I didn't get it. But I wanted it. Yeah, I don't like pain. You came in one day with your tattoo all.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I ain't got time for all that. Like,
I took like 6 hours.
6 hours for that tattoo?
Yeah. I had to do it in 2 sessions. I did the outline one week, and then the next time I went back, they had to put the color in.
Lord.
It's what it is. I mean, you know, so like I said, I don't have any problem with tattoos. I think
it's just
and I talked to my children about it, and I said, look, here's the deal. I don't have a problem with you getting tattoos. You just got to put it in a place where it's not going to be a hindrance to you getting a certain job. Right. Certain jobs are not going to let you have a tattoo on your face. I mean, if you Google a picture, there's a picture we saw of Lil Wayne and Birdman when they were talking about the stuff, and they've got tattoos all over their face, neck, whatever. They're in an industry where having those type of tattoos are okay.
Was that going on before when we were kids and we rappers? I mean, I just remember.
I don't remember people getting tattoos on their face when I was a kid. Other than the real crazy people with the big ears and the fangs and all that stuff. Other than those people,
rappers
I don't remember people getting tattoos on their face.
I don't. Like now it's everywhere. They up to here, like sleeves and just I don't know. But hey, to each his own. I think what 21 Savage is doing is good, but I'm kind of like, how is he going to select these? You know, all these kids, and then $1,000. Like, who's going to monitor it? Is it their parents? Well, he said tutorials, but I don't know. Like, what are your people saying? I see you going in.
There's apparently John said there's a meme on social media right now comparing hip hop artists from our time and this time.
It was different.
So yeah, I told him to post that on our page so we can take a look at that.
And I don't want to offend anybody, but I just feel like it was different when we were younger. Like rappers, artists, it was different. Like these days, I don't know. It's just different.
Well, it's different. It's more corporate now, and it's like when we were younger, there was more variety because it was definitely, you know, the record companies took chances on people. Now they don't take chances on people. They don't at all. If you sound a certain way, they'll put money behind you. Or if you come in with a built-in fan following, they'll put money behind you. But outside of that, if you're just creative, like Diggable Planets, and for the record, I mean, those of you that don't know Diggable Planets, they're there's something cool like that. I'm cool like that.
Oh, okay.
That's who they are. Diggable, they wouldn't get a record deal nowadays.
No, you're
They
right.
would not get a deal right now.
It's
changed. Whatever.
But the more you want to get out there talking about this B and this,
exactly.
you know, and
but NWA would definitely get a record deal right now. They got one in the 90s, and they would get one right now because they fit the genre of what people are putting out right now.
Yeah,
they fit it. So when people are creative and a little bit, you know, off.
Who do you feel made trap music? Like, who do you feel was the first person to give us trap music?
I was thinking about this the other day.
I did it on my social media one day, but I want to know who started trap music. T.I. says it's him, but I love T.I. But
trap music?
Yeah, T.I. said it's him, but who started trap music?
Because NWA was credited with starting gangster rap. Okay. Mm-hmm. So trap music.
Gangster rap. So what's the difference between gangster and trap? I look at Pac as gangster. Could he be trap?
Well, gangster rap is more West Coast style
okay.
versus trap music being kind of more of your Southeastern.
But I'm just saying, as far as like not where they're from, but just like what they talk about.
The style of music.
What they talk about.
That's a good question.
They seem.
T.I.'s got a good argument.
He said it's him.
But I would put more like Future, but
Future.
Can you think
about 2 Chainz too? Like,
we're talking about 2 Chainz started as Titty Boy and he wasn't getting no traction. And it wasn't until he reinvented himself as 2 Chainz. You know, like
nah, I ain't know about that.
His first right name was
I just know I was over at that Pink House. He used to do stuff
back in the day as Titty Boy. And
as what?
Titty Boy.
Titty Boy?
Titty Boy. Oh yeah.
Look, I
the chat room is saying T.I. started trap music.
I like straight.
He might be like
when
the
he's
Godfather.
near that Pink House.
T.I. might be like the Godfather of trap music. But I'm like, when it really started going off was like when Future really got into it and they started doing.
Really?
They started doing their stuff.
So we would say it wasn't Tip, or well.
I think T.I. kind of jumped it off though.
But
T.I. was kind of borderline trap. Like
let me tell you, you know who
he was like
on my social
hood
media
rap on good beats.
On my social media, people said that Scarface was the one. How was he the one? Do you see
Scarface
that?
from Houston, nah.
I was like
Scarface was more kind of gangster. Like he was more like.
So that's what I'm saying. Trap, gangster. What? Like I don't know if I really understand the difference.
Yeah, trap is a little different than gangster rap. Like gangster rap is about just hard life, drug dealing, living hard. Like what NWA was putting out. Like trap music is more about cars and clothes.
That's what we need you guys to do. Tell us the difference in the chat room.
It is about drug.
Tell me what's the difference between trap and gangster. I want you guys to tell us the difference either on Ella's page or on my page.
That's a good question. I need to put that in because I'm in a hip hop group on Facebook.
I want to know the difference
rap music
because to me it seems the same.
Like started trap music. No,
to me, I know it's not the same. But like, what's the difference?
Would you call NWA trap music? Would you call Ice-T trap music?
Okay, so I'm gonna say no because I know they're not. But if I was listening to it, I would think it was. Like I know that they're not, but I would think they were if I was listening to it. I don't know the difference. Maybe it's just me, but I need some help.
I think to be a trap artist, you got to have a young or Lil as part of your title, as part of your name. You know what I mean? If you don't got young or little as your name, you can't be a trap artist.
Okay, so that's our definition there, y'all.
You gotta be little something, young something.
I mean, because I do, but I do want somebody to explain the difference. So
I think the trap sound is really a southeastern sound, and I think that's really what kind of drives it more so than lyrics or artists. I think it's more of a sound, and so when you hear trap music, you be like, oh, that's trap. You know, like you know it from the way it sounds, and I think it's the beats or the.
So Pac was gangster.
Pac was definitely gangster.
Gangster. So in trap, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm confused.
And trap artists, outside of Future, I don't know any of them that's gonna be really successful.
Gotcha.
They're like a 1 or 2 hit wonder and move on. Migos has kind of figured it out. Like they've gotten pretty popular as trap music.
Hey Tony Plod, that's Offset's dad.
Right, yeah.
He watches.
Shout out
we gotta actually. He wants to come on the show. We gotta get Offset's dad on the show. He always takes pictures of him, Offset, and Cardi B, and it's so cute. It's cute. I love it.
You can't say Cardi B without going ow or something. Yeah. You gotta just
tongue out the mouth. Like you gotta.
She's like a cartoon character.
But you know what? That's why people love her. I know some people are like,
she's fun.
Some people are like, she
fun.
needs to take a speech class. No, like I think that we love her.
Take a speech class.
Right.
I don't think so.
I think that we love her the way she is. Yeah, like she's famous she was famous on Instagram first, then and it was because of her crazy nutty ways. Huh?
Instagram made her famous?
Yeah, you didn't know that? It was her videos. That was before Love and Hip Hop even got her.
What came first? The dancing or the videos?
Okay, so she was dancing, but no. What made Mona Scott contact her was her video. She kept doing videos, and all of a sudden she grew from 100,000, followers, 200,000. Like, and that's how Mona Scott.
Music is different now. Like, she built a following, then they reached out to her.
Then they reached out to her to do Love and Hip Hop.
That's way different.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber changed the way artists were discovered. Because remember, he was discovered on YouTube.
Yep.
And it was like, and he had a huge following. And then they signed him, and he's got talent. Now,
because Justin Timberlake went to him, and also Usher, right? They both. Like
Justin Timberlake, he was part. They were thrown together. Like, remember, they did an open audition. This guy, the manager dude that they ended up suing, and he did it multiple times over. And I think he did 98 Degrees too. Oh. He was just like, okay, I can put 4 talented boys together and make a boy band, and they'll sing pop hits, and we'll make a lot of money. And he did that. He unlike Ike Turner, did it more than once. So he proved his formula. It wasn't based on the talent. Justin Timberlake happened to be extremely talented, but it didn't matter because the second group made a lot of money too. It had like girls screaming too. So I'm like, at least you could, if you're talented, do it again. That's why I don't give Ike Turner props.
He hasn't done it again.
He hasn't done it again. He hasn't done it without Tina Turner, and that's why I'm like, you're not special.
Right, you are not special, dude.
You know, because there were other names they were talking about in the chat room. Other names of
when did he die? I don't remember what year he died, but
of R&B artists during that era that had put hands on women. James Brown, Lou Rawls. There was a lot of guys that beat women that were popular artists. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the sign of the times. Maybe it was the frustration. I don't know why it is. But Ike Turner wasn't the only one. But Ike Turner doesn't have a legacy. His legacy was he discovered Tina Turner.
Niggas talking about his musical legacy.
What legacy are you talking about?
Like, yeah, you discovered Tina Turner. I'll give that to you. But what else did you do before that? And what have you done after that? Like, I need something else. What are they saying? You got to tell me. They
said, but girl, Moni said she said she despises Mona Scott, and she said we should do an entire show on reality TV and how it negatively affects the African American community.
We can, because a lot of it does. A lot of it is like Love and Hip Hop, basketball. All of it is a lot of women
stereotypes
fighting.
on steroids.
The only reality show that is not like that, and y'all can say what y'all want to say.
Please,
damn.
They
only have drama if Scott is getting on their nerves, or if they're all they don't have any real drama. Like, they don't have any real drama. Like, and they're not cussing each other out.
Stop watching it.
They're not. The Kardashians, they're not running around fighting, trying
to... The Kardashians notwithstanding. I'm going to keep them separately.
Well, it's reality
the trashy
TV.
shows that Mona Scott creates,
the black
tell your
shows,
people to stop watching it.
Let me tell you, Housewives of Atlanta, like, I was so sick of them, like, downing each other and everything, and I watched the reunion. And I remember telling everybody, like, all right, y'all, the reunion's coming on, but it's going to be a bunch of BS. Let's not watch it. And I was like, so then I was at home, and I would turn my remote. I'm like, let me see just the first 10 minutes.
Right.
Next thing I know, it sucked me, and they all, like, just going at it, trying to fight all that. And I was just like, and guess what? I watched the whole thing, which is bad. And then I was like, I was like,
so these
are black women going against each other. But at the end of the day, we say we don't like drama, but I think we do.
But that's what they're saying in the chat room. They're saying that it speaks to the stereotype that black women don't get along.
Right. And it's so sad to me because, like I said, Basketball Wives with Evelyn and all them, let me tell you, me and my best friend, we were in Vegas. We could be doing anything in the world we want to do. We were in our hotel room. She was flicking through the channels, and it landed on Basketball Wives, right? And so we were, like, laughing at the show or whatever, and we started watching. Then we started watching some more, and we couldn't change the channel.
Wow.
It was crazy. Like, we had to know what was going on, like, the next episode. Then the maid came in.
Watching basketball.
That's what I'm going to tell you. So the maid comes in, the housekeeper. She's cleaning up. Then she stops, and all three of us are staring at the TV.
Wow.
For 4 hours.
It's visual crack.
We're in Vegas. We can be doing anything. We can be up and down the street.
I'm not watching TV.
We can be doing anything. For 4 hours, my best friend and I, we were standing up. We couldn't stop watching. We had to know what Evelyn was going to do. We had to know what Shani was. It was the craziest. And I looked at my best friend and I said, do you know, like, we have been doing this for 4 hours? And she was like, I can't stand this stuff. I can't stand it. But we wouldn't leave the TV. Like, the housekeeper, she was standing there with us, all three of us.
She's going to work.
Right. None of us sitting down watching. We all standing there like this. And we could be doing anything in the world we wanted in Vegas, but we was watching reality TV. It sucks you in, and I hate it. That's why I try not to watch it, because if I watch it...
I was in Vegas for 4 days for my birthday. Ask me how much TV I watched.
How much?
0.
Right, because you don't
I
watch
didn't even turn
TV
on
in
in the
Vegas.
morning. I was like...
But she was flicking the channels.
Ask me how much look at
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, it was just crazy. It was so crazy. I was just like, I said to my best friend, I was like, Renee, we have been sitting here, standing in front of the TV, watching. And she was like, I know, oh, my God, I can't stop. I'm like, I can't stop either. It was sad. It sucks you in. We say we don't like drama, but we also watch it, so. Mona Scott has made an empire doing this. I can't hate on her for...
At what expense, though?
Yeah, I mean...
At what expense? How many people, how many women, if you go through Instagram right now, how many women are on Instagram trying to find their way onto one of those shows? Trying to show their booty, show their body to get onto one of those shows. And to create, because we talked about people renting G6s just to take pictures to act like their lives are so fabulous.
Right.
And that's a direct result of those reality shows.
So Mona Scott is good friends with somebody that I
so you got a connection with
that I have some business.
Now Mona,
with.
if you want to put us on TV.
So Mona and I have emailed back and forth. We have emailed back and forth.
Holla at us right quick. You know what I mean?
Right. See, so y'all
I'm sorry.
So I've emailed back and forth with Mona Scott, and I mean, I can't hate on her because it's like.
Well, my chat room says she don't get an invitation to the barbecue, the family reunion, or the barbecue.
She don't care what all the millions.
I think she get that check. Mona.
She's like, guess what?
Mona,
I'll put my own.
Mona, you gonna put us on TV?
I'm gonna email her after this and be like, sorry, girl. We're so sorry.
They gonna call me aside. I'll be like, ooh, how much, Mona?
Right.
Let me
so,
go pray on
yeah, like I said, I do email back and forth with Mona Scott, and so I ain't gonna throw no shade. She's built an empire. She's happy.
My shades on.
Oh, God. Ellis gonna throw shades when he put the glasses on.
Mona is hating the blanket. She's setting us back.
I don't even have enough glasses to put on today to join you.
She's setting us back.
Oh, wow.
She's setting us back. We gotta be better. And the tough thing is that, and I'm gonna be 100% real with this. The tough thing is, we don't have the luxury of displaying all the nuances of our culture, because that is part of our culture. Let's just call it what it is. There are women that are that ratchet. I've seen them. Okay, I done met mamas that ratchet.
Oh yeah.
I done met 30-something-year-old grandmamas. Okay, I seen it. It's part of our. However, because of the stereotypes of general America about Black America, we don't have that luxury of displaying just the negative, and there's so much of our stereotypes being put on on the news and on television shows that it's hard to get the positive. And so, if you're living in Iowa and you're in a white town of 50,000 people and 49,999 of them are white, what they learn of Black culture is what they see on TV. And if all you see is this reality stuff, Blackish is not going to be enough to kind of contradict that.
And they just did something with one of those episodes and said it wasn't.
And that's the toughest thing about it, is that we've got to put more positive out there, in my opinion. We've got to put more positive out there than just the stereotypical versions or caricatures of Black culture. And that's my problem.
I don't think anyone can argue with
that. If you want to
let's see
if you want to put us on TV, I will take the check and I will put a positive image. No, what I'll do is I will display all the nuance of Black culture. We can be ratchet, but we can also be righteous, and we can also be educated and informed. And we've got to be able to show all facets of our culture, not just the part that makes sense.
So I'm gonna email this when we send this video. I'm gonna send it to Mom.
Send it. Boy, I don't care about.
No, you said positive things. Don't be trying to turn up on her now. You just said positive things.
Yeah, send it to Mom, put us on TV. Put me on TV. What?
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We can sit here for another hour and talk.
Yeah.
Both our
I won't be on TV. They're like, I got to tune in to see what that going to say today.
Lord, that's how I feel every day. I'll be like, I don't know what he's going to say.
I don't know what he's going to say. She'll be looking for stories. She'll be like, I'm gonna see what Ellis got to say about this story. I don't care. I really don't. I'm grown and I'm.
Guys,
and I'm
check out my site, ATLmediapass.com. Ellis goes on there to see what I'm gonna talk about, but I don't always put it. But my website has celebrity news, and it's ATLmediapass.com.
You can't be afraid of anybody. I mean, this is keep it real.
I think they put vodka in Ellis's orange juice
whatever.
Today.
Okay, and. You mad, bro?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I
This is the after show, so in the after show, you never know what we
we might throw out a cuss word. I might just say fuck just because I can.
You can. We can't say it on the radio, but you can say it here.
Radio's off. My mama might be watching though.
Uh-oh. You might need to tone it down.
No, whatever. You got to be who you are. And I think that's really, in society, I think so much, especially when we're talking about celebrity and trying to be famous. The people that I like that are famous are the people that are who they are. And they
like
who they
Cardi
are
B.
in celebrity. I love Cardi B.
She's exactly
I don't know if
she
she has
is,
enough
true.
talent to have a whole career, but I love who she is.
Right.
She brings who she is to,
and I love
that's why
it.
she's popular.
Because I was like, why is Cardi B such an internet sensation? Everybody just loves her because she is who she is. I was like, it's not her story of being a stripper. It's not her story of struggling, because a lot of female rappers have been a stripper, have struggled. Yeah. But it's something different about Cardi B that makes all of us.
She's genuine.
She was in Australia. They was over there singing. It was all white people. It was in Australia.
And the song is catchy as hell.
And they was over there rapping, And I mean, you see all these white people, and they're just rapping her song and this is in Australia.
Yeah, she's authentic, and that's the thing. If you're going to be in this industry, and I haven't been in entertainment too long on this side of the situation, but I'm like, if I'm going to come here, if I'm going to get out and put myself out here every day to people on Facebook Live, to on the airway, I got to be authentically me. I got to be okay with what I say.
That's what's
on the radio or on Facebook Live, and I got to be okay with what I say. And I'm okay with everything I say. If people want to talk to me about it, we can have a conversation about it, and I'm gonna back it up.
He over here getting about it, I'm guilty of not always putting everything I think on social media, because I know I have different people watching my social media. But there's some things I want to say sometimes, and I don't. But
say it, girl. It gets the pressure off your chest.
Yeah, right. But all right, guys. So we are going to let you guys go, and we're going to go ahead and do our 60-second recap.
Yeah, we got to do a recap.
God, I don't even know how to do a recap today. We talked about so much, but I'm gonna work it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
And
so keep liking us. Keep liking our stuff. I promise you. We got people. We were talking about before the show started. We got people watching our show, and we're thinking about hopefully maybe we can
big people. Yeah, big people watching.
A bigger platform, and that would be huge for us. And but I'm still gonna be me, and I don't care who watches.
He's lying.
Who?
If we all make it, Ellis is gonna be so brand new.
Oh, I'm gonna be brand new. Don't get it twisted. I'm still be me. I'm still gonna say what I say.
I'm still gonna say what I say. The people in high school, you can just forget it, because he's not gonna.
Oh, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
He's not gonna acknowledge you.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Ellis gonna be real brand new.
Oh, I told you I'm gonna have tags on me. I'm gonna have some tags on me.
Ellis
you gotta pop my tags, but
Ellis is gonna be very brand new. So just say, just don't say I didn't tell y'all so.
Yeah. Until my alma mater calls me and says, we need you to come down and can I have a go? I want to speak at convocation. That's one of my bucket list items. I'm going to speak at a FAMU convocation for homecoming or something other thing like that. So that's on my bucket list. So if my alma mater calls me, I will be there, and I won't get brand new too much on them.
I don't have a bucket list.
I just have a big rider. I have to make them carry me in on a throne. I have my frat brother carry me in on a throne and then carry me to the stage.
He's not playing. That's what's scary. I don't think he's playing. I don't think
I'm like a fool on y'all up here.
Lord. Okay, guys.
And that would be the best homecoming you ever been to. Let me speak at it. It'll be the best one you ever been to.
So I'm trying to let y'all go so we can do the 60-second
We wasted too much time. I gotta get
right. Ella's gonna be carrying with horses and all kind of stuff.
Exactly. It's like I'm having somebody just fanning me while I give my speech.
I'm sorry that this one. I don't know what to do.
That's too bad.
Oh God.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll see y'all on Monday. We're gonna be live Monday.
We're going live Monday at 10, and then
we're doing
the turn up. Yeah, then we're going to do the turn up. We're going to be live at 10 on Monday, and then we're going to do the turn up session Monday night at 6:30ish.
Yeah, so we're doing 2 shows on Monday.
A-Mac, Ellis, and myself.
Right. So Monday 10 a.m. we're doing a live show, and then 6:30 p.m. we're doing a recording for Tuesday's show. So check us out twice on Monday. We're off tomorrow. Y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Be authentically you. Whatever you do, be authentically you this weekend. And then we'll talk about it on Monday.
Be authentically you and go and cut the Facebook Live.
Right. And slap Mona Scott.
No, Mona, I did not say that. And Ellis can't cut it off.
Again, I put this thing in the wrong.
And we're still on because Ellis
can't. I can't. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm going to turn yours off first. How about that?